A better burden may no man bear, for wanderings wide than wisdom. Worse food for the journey he brings not afield, than an over drinking of ale.
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to turn 11 of Aries game, or Attica's game Aries. I almost said Aries game Attica. Where we are playing the Well of Urd, God of Utgard. And we have jumped in and done our renaming and checked messages. So let's go ahead and take a look at the turn. So, we have a message from Gath. Thank you for the information. We're always open to talk of trade, but at the moment we want little and can provide less. As for treaties, we prefer to not be bound in the long term. Besides, mutual interest is a stronger guarantor of trust than mere words. If you'd like something formal for the time being, how about a promise of peace until turn 20? As that time approaches, we can, of course, extend the duration if both parties agree, but indefinite treaties are not to our taste. Not a problem. Actually, that is more my preference as well. So we searched for magic sites, found nothing. We see a battle in Feral Woods from Vadihheim, so let's watch that. What do we got? Ooh, a bunch of wolves. Now these guys, I've taken a look at Vadihheim as a nation. Took a look at them when they came out. They're pretty interesting. These guys are actually kind of cool because they are size 2, right? So you can fit 3 per square. They're stealthy, decently stealthy, right? They have high map move, very high defense, and they have 2 attacks. So these guys are actually pretty good raiders, right? A little party of, 40 guys can raid a fairly hefty sum of PD. Right, because their defense is very high, they have a very good attack density, their protection is still actually okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So these guys are pretty cool, and they actually take buffs fairly well in the mid to late game too, right? Putting protection buffs on these guys or putting damage buffs on these guys actually works out pretty okay. The downside to them, as is the downside to basically all of Vadihheim, is that they're gobos, so they have very, very, very low hit points. It's like playing non-flying Xibalba, So that's kind of the issue. Oh, but this should be no problem. Yeah, these wolves are gonna come in and just destroy these guys. Ugh, I will be surprised if they lost anything on this battle. Yeah, not a damn thing. So, like I said, and this is pretty cheap to get up to this point. So the recruitment points are hefty-ish, but the resources are not much. Gold is not much. As long as you have decent recruitment points, you can pop out a bunch of these in a turn, and they're good. Like, they are legitimately good. So that is interesting to note. Then we have a special event in Copper Canyons, which I'm very excited about because a man has appeared. A man has appeared! He seeks to unveil the secret of the mist-covered highlands. We got a Cloud Mage. That's awesome. We do not normally have air access, so that's pretty good for us. We also finished construction for the Giant Palisades in Dofaros. So pretty tame turn. We got our Seath 11 and 12 going. We've got Air Force One over here now. And he's immediately going to... so we've got the mist-covered highlands, right? He's immediately going to search for magic sites. Just because. Why not, right? Maybe there will be more magic sites for air. There probably will not be, but you never know. So, what do we got going on? We're going to keep moving around with things like this. Moving upward. Whoa, hold on. Let's do the first things first, right? So we've got this going on down here. We have... Midgard has not moved into Runia. So that does give us the opportunity to potentially head that direction. This is the attack that we just saw in Barrow Woods by Vadiheim. So we can kind of see the limits of Midgard's western border forming here, right? Vadiheim, we know, has taken some land over here, and Erythia is all the way down here. Ulm is all the way down here, and Gath is all the way over here. So there's a contested huge expanse in this section, right? This map is just super interesting, right? Because there are some locations where it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then there's just wide ass expanses, right? Like here and here are these wide expanses. Here is a wide expanse, right? So realistically, I think we do not head up into Runia. Runia, I think, is a bit of a trap. I would love it if we could get it, but I do not think we're going to be able to, or I don't think we'll be able to hold it well. So what we're going to do is we're going to move from Debrithia down into Ironwood Forest, right? And part of the reason why we're definitely going to do that is it looks like there is about half of what there used to be. I'm betting that Ulm got repelled here. So we absolutely want to take this right now. We want to take the shit out of that as quickly as possible. So we're going to come in and try to secure Ironwood Forest, try to secure Katakar, right? So we're going to bring in all of these. Pop him over there. Set fire. Put her back a little ways, and we're actually going to set her to cast spells. Mind burn. Easy peasy. And then she can cast whatever she wants. Blessing. He's in the right spot, right? Yeah, he's in the right spot. Hold an attack rear. Let's put these guys over here, actually, so they don't get muddied up with the... let's put them in front. Attack. Closest. Okay, and that should not be a problem. I'm gonna attack into Katakar. I think, actually, we'll probably, as much as I want to keep searching, we're probably just going to send our goad down this way. Okay, so here's a question. How far? He's moving 12. He's restricted because of these guys. But he could move 14. 14 is the farthest. This is definitely going to be more. So that means we will hold for now, and I think we just build the giant fortress, maybe? Let's actually pull off on that. Let's check what are we doing? I think it's probably time to get a Scrotty, and time to start some blood hunting. Yeah. Probably. So let's grab a Scrotty. We're probably gonna blood hunt a little bit in the Land of Plenty would probably be my assumption. Because the population is so high, and with Scrotty, especially after once I get some Sanguine Dowsing Rods, the return here should be pretty extreme. We might move to somewhere like Lowmark or something like that instead of Land of Plenty. That way we don't screw over the income here. But we have plenty of options. Like we are not short on good blood hunting locations. So I think we're gonna do that, and then I think once that is the case, right, we can do a Seath Kona here. And we'll recruit Seath Konas for... Ooh, actually, hold up. Let's do one scout here first. Because we'll send this scout next turn against Tapanede, I think. And then we'll do Fortress here. Okay. There we go. That should work. And now we'll come in, get all of these guys, get 2 of these guys, and that should be pretty decent. Alright, so again, right, we're working out to where it's not quite enough to get more scouts over here, which is unfortunate because I would love to start just pouring out more scouts. But we got to get infrastructure in place. I actually really want to get something started either in Debrithia or in Waywoods, because I think Waywoods is going to be a very good forward post against Midgard. So Debrithia has better recruitment, and obviously it's just a better province income-wise. But Waywoods has better resources, which can be a very big factor for our Godi Huskarls, right? Which is going to be the main... We're not going to be able to do Garm herdings anywhere else, so our main forces are going to be Godi Huskarls. So, that's something to consider. That actually might be the difference maker, right? Is because of that, I might prefer Waywoods to Debrithia as far as an initial... Like, I might end up fording both, but initially, I think Waywoods might be better. Especially since we've already forded Defaros. So, that's something to think about. What else do we have going on? I think we need to start popping around here. Aha, we have found Vadheim, so that is good. Keep going. This way, this way, this way, this way. I prefer not to be on Capitol, if possible. Gonna head in here. I actually want to see kind of what's going down this way. Is there anywhere that is missing 6 PD? There's not. Is there any way I can eke out that? Do that. How many Garm herdings do I have? I only have 4. 3. 2. No. Alright, it is what it is. We just get what we can. And that should be fine. That should be fine. Hui, 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 hui. What I would really like, I would really love, we're getting good events, right? We're getting nice events, but we haven't gotten that fat, like, income event yet, that gold event. We got a free temple, which is some nice infrastructure, helps us with our early Dom push, that's good. Part of the reason why I haven't just automatically built a temple here, but I am sending Goad 1 down there to go build a temple, so that we can produce commanders, basically. And we're doing good on research. Everything is kind of like in this just calm moment. Alright, and there's not really a whole lot else that we can do, so I'm just going to go ahead and start firing off messages. We don't have very many messages that we are going to send out this turn. Again, this is a very kind of calm turn, but we are going to respond to Gath. With this, we're going to say, we also prefer not to be bound. It is better to forge bonds through trade, mutually beneficial actions, and common cause. We look forward to finding those things with you, warm brothers. Please keep us abreast of the goings-on to the east. We will send you knowledge from the west. So, just keeping that dialogue running. And then we're going to send our message out to everyone, right? This time with the tag, the waters of the well are calm once more. Like I said, very calm turn. So, we're just gonna fire this off, basically. And hopefully, next turn we're going to have Ironwoods and Kodakar. And that's probably going to finish up the majority of our expansion. I'm going to assume by that point, Runia probably is not really going to be on the table for us anymore. Even if we move up there and then we come out here, we're going to have this kind of like weird peninsula, or this. It's just not going to be a good location to try to defend, right? So what I'm more interested in potentially turning over here towards the east, right? Towards Tapanete. I wonder if Gath will consider that to be a violation of our borders. So here's the thing. What I will probably do is I will probably next turn ping this throne with the scout and then move these two forces in, depending on what this looks like, move these two forces in to be able to hit here next turn, or not next turn, but the turn afterwards. And then if I do take it, right, the scenario will probably be, if Gath complains at me, I will probably be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, I didn't think about that being a violation. How can we peacefully resolve this, right? Would you like to purchase it from me, or something along those lines, right? Especially depending on what throne it is. So we'll see how that goes, and I think that's going to be it for the turn. We're going to have to get some scouts out pretty soon, y'all. We've got so many scout provinces, but we don't actually have that many scouts out. I say that many scouts. This is actually a very high scout game. I feel like so far we have 10 scouts live at the moment. So, not too bad. Anyways, I love scouts. I love having like when I feel like I'm gonna go to war with someone, I love having a scout in like every fucking province they have. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Peace.